Welcome back, everybody. Mike Drop Sports here. We're going to do a quick special little episode on a short that I just dropped about Calvin Austin III getting robbed. I know it was out there being reported before, but the more I dive into it, it kind of bugs me of, man, he would have probably got drafted a little bit higher, which I'm glad he didn't because the Steelers got him, so I'm happy about that. But anyway, he would have probably had his draft stock improved a great deal if his number would have been reported accurately. And I don't feel like financially that's the best thing, for Calvin Austin. That sucks. So let's go over this video real quick. There's a video I found on a channel called Off Season Productions, I believe. I'm going to delete the sound and I'm just going to show you a couple like little spots here where Calvin Austin was actually coming across the line. So let's go over. And right here at the 4 second mark, so 4 second mark, he is about to cross the finish line. His front toe is hitting that line. You can't tell me it takes 0.3 seconds for that other leg to come through there and to cross that line, which he would be totally across. So that's showing you 4.0. He's at the 4 flat right there at the finish line. Okay, guys, I just wanted to show you that. That was something that I had gotten off of that channel, which shows a pretty good indication, in my opinion. The evidence doesn't lie. That this kid was cheated, and I feel that it was 4.27 seconds or faster. So the video that I had posted with the short had him across the finish line by at least 2 steps because the scorers table is officially at the 40-yard mark. They sit in the middle, well, almost in the middle. I would say more toward the front half of it leans more toward the finish line. So you're looking at about a 3 foot start from the end of the scorers table to the finish line at the 40-yard mark. And Calvin Austin's front foot at 4.0 was correct, are exactly on that line, that 40-yard line, right there, right in front of the scorers table. And I know I had some comments in the short about lasers and how as soon as that player crosses those cameras, they snap that time. And that's official and that's what it is. All these stopwatches around here, even on the television one, they don't lie either. And I've ran it from the TV and from the computer on my phone and on the stopwatch, and I get roughly 0.17 off of what the TV is. So I'm a little bit slower than them, about 0.17. In some instances, as almost a 0.5, which is a great deal when you're dealing with this. So, but I was pretty close on most of them. I was like 0.17, which isn't too bad. That's a quarter there, it's either way. So it's not too bad. And if he was robbed and not given the correct time, you know how NFL owners are and NFL teams and franchises and what they're looking for with these draft prospects. And if he would have ran a 4.240, his draft stock would have greatly been improved. And that means more dollars for Calvin Austin III. And in the NFL, not for long, that matters. That matters a great deal. And I just think that he needs some advocates out there. Maybe get him at least put in the record books by the NFL. At least help the guy out and get him up there. I believe he might have had the fastest 40 time of all time. I really do. Considering this evidence here that I got off of this screen, where his appears to be his right foot properly lined up exactly, right toes right on the line of that 40-yard mark. So you're telling me the swing through that left leg, which has already started its trajectory forward because his toes firmly planted right there on that line, you're telling me that takes almost 0.3, 0.32. No way, man. He's moving too quick. No way. No way at all. And I wish if there's any guys out there that are super good with math and stopwatches and all that kind of stuff, put in the comments and maybe we could bring you onto the show and you can examine and kind of break it down for the fans of the show, the subscribers of the show. Break it down for them exactly how this would be, and that if we're wrong or if we're right here that he got cheated on this time. 4.427 is where I have him at officially, at least. And that's 2 steps past there where it says 0.42 or 4.27 seconds. He's 2 steps past that 40-yard line. I just hate it for the kid. I didn't want to make this a long video, but I need to know and I need to explore this a little more. And hopefully you guys will explore it a little bit more. Put it in the comments so we can talk about, how accurate this is, what kind of variables we need to be looking at when we're getting the times off of television or the computer here, and how does that come into play when we're trying to stopwatch it, and because I'm sure there's some sort of variable in there, we just don't know what it is. So any of you math guys, any of you super wizards doing this kind of stuff on timing people and all that, hit us up. Anybody that's avid runner too, like a 40-yard dash type guy, explosion type runner, give us a shout out in the comments also, so we can maybe bring you on to the show to talk about how you could train your young athletes that you may coach or that you may be trying to bring up like a son or daughter, and teach them how to have that explosion, and where somebody like Calvin Austin would have gotten such crazy explosion. Because yes, a lot of that's God-given, but some of that has to be taught too. Some of that technique, some of that just blazing speed, you have to have some sort of knowledge of how to run. So if there's anybody like that wants to come on and give us an insight on how you get that kind of speed, how do you work toward achieving that kind of a 40 time in the 4.3s, 4.4 areas realistically. So that may help some young athletes out there. So again, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. Like the videos, and please keep sharing them. Share the shit out of them, guys. Get them out there. Share them everywhere you can for me. I'd really, truly appreciate it. And I want to keep getting the videos better and taking the technology and editing to a new level to create better content. And I'll keep working hard and keep posting as much as possible to show you guys, hey, we're going to keep slamming out the content to hopefully push the channel and let us get better and grow together here, and hopefully we'll make it something pretty big. But anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments anything you want about this Calvin Austin III issue and how he was robbed at the 2022 NFL Combine, and how 4.2 would have been vastly different for his draft stock. Let me know what you guys think about all those things coupled together. And what do you think it had negatively affecting Calvin Austin? And, should he try to get in the record books at least and try to fight it? I think so. I think he should at least be ranked up there with the top, 3. These guys that get the fastest 40, not to go off too long here onto it's not anything different, but just we were wrapping it up. I know, I apologize. However, these guys that are typically ranked up here in the top 10, 11 of the fastest 40s all time at the NFL Combine, which they didn't even record Deion Sanders, but I guess that they don't have that officially in their records. However, these top guys, the top 11, you'd be really shocked of how many you probably don't even remember, one, or ever even maybe heard of as a casual fan of football. And one that was a Pittsburgh Steeler in Dre Archer. Dre Archer was a Mike Tomlin little project. He liked him a lot, wanted to bring him in and try to become a kick return specialist, a punt, return specialist, and just a general special teamers, and using that lightning quick speed and hopefully be a difference maker and a game changer. And however, that didn't work out for Mikey T and Dre Archer, which I was hoping it would, because that kid was lightning quick, and he's like the 3rd fastest 40 time ever, 4th on that list. So there should be another Steeler on there right now, and that should be Calvin Austin III, Pittsburgh Steelers 2022 draft pick, who's going to light the field on fire next season. I really like this kid. I think he's going to set it up, man, and just crush it, because he's got that Wes Welker type body that, he's twitchy and squirmy and can get in and out of breaks fast. And he has lightning quick speed and he's 10 times faster than Welker ever was. I'm just saying he looks like he has that Welker type inside, moving around, getting open and really trying to expose some of these slower defenders and get it turned up. And I think he's going to have a big season. I think his speed's going to come into play for one major reason, and that is George Pickens on the outside, coupled with Deontay Johnson and a tight end group led by Pat Freiermuth. And I'm going to like Connor Hayward too, and I think you're going to have trouble defending all that and allowing Calvin Austin not to get help over the top. That's going to be the problem. How do you give that help for that type of speed over the top to where Kenny Pickett can't scorch you, because you got to be dedicated to the one-on-one because you have so many other weapons. So you're putting somebody's out on an island on Calvin Austin III, and they better have the feet to be able to stop him, or otherwise he's going to smoke you. And we'll see if he's able to catch and able to stand up in those big moments that you will have as a Pittsburgh Steeler. So again, guys, just a quick reference on Calvin Austin III, a quick video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. And thanks for watching Mic Drop Sports.